Hello and welcome to HBM's Crypto-Corner for Wednesday, November 14th, 2018. It's going to be the last show before Thanksgiving. And then we'll have a show next week. Actually, next week is going to be our year in review show. Not next week, but the week after, November 28th. So in 2 weeks. And I'll give more details on how you, the viewers, can get involved. But right now, let's get into some cryptid news. The Sasquatch Summit is coming up this weekend at Grays Harbor, Washington. It's going to be at the Quinault Ocean Shores of the Quinault Reservation Casino and Lodging, resort rather. It's a resort. And this is the official website. And looks like a pretty good lineup of speakers. The one and only Bob Gimlin, Patterson Gimlin Film, of course, the Olympic Project, Adam Davis, Tom Powell, Richter Riolo, who's giving his first presentation, his first public presentation ever, Joe Hauser, Tom Cantrell, and Dr. Jeff Meldrum. And I'm not sure if tickets are still available. They may very well be. You can contact Johnny Manson to see if he has any tickets available still. But that's this upcoming weekend. Looks like it's going to be pretty exciting. Kind of wish I was going. But the website is SasquatchSummit.com. Info at SasquatchSummit.com if you guys want to inquire about getting tickets or inquire about whatever, anything involving and surrounding the Sasquatch Summit. There's also a toll-free number. I think that number might be for the resort, but I'm not sure. The Quinault Indian Resort, or Native American Resort. So this is the address right here. I do know that a few of my friends will be going to this. I know Esther Schroeder will be going. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be pretty exciting. And hope everybody has a great time and maybe learns a little bit of something. Now here is something interesting. In Saskatchewan, the province of Saskatchewan, should it be Sasquatchewan? Anyway, apparently some creature was caught standing up. It was caught on camera. The footage appears to be very interesting, but could that possibly be just a guy in a hoodie? It doesn't appear to be a bear, but it's very, very blurry, as you can see. So it's really hard to tell if that's an actual, if it's a Sasquatch, guy in a suit, guy in a hoodie, or a bear. Alright, Spring Heel Jack says right here, my very first thought when I saw the initial photo from the video was some guy standing in a coat. Watching the footage, it's hard to decide. I definitely see the bear shape, though when it stands it looks more human. Again, grainy footage. Before I'd be willing to take a step in the Bigfoot direction, I'd need to know the backstory on the footage. Why the guy was there, why he stopped filming when he did, and as the host said, where the other segments are, and we need to see those too. If it's a hoax, it goes a long way of explaining why only 2 clips of the footage were released. So what is this, folks? I guess it's up to you to decide. Now here's something interesting. Cape Fear History and Mysteries The Beast of Bladensboro, Part 1 and 2. Now, this is in North Carolina. Apparently, some of you may remember an episode of Monster Quest, which was called Vampire Beast. And there was a strange creature that was killing animals in Bladden County in the early 1950s. Now, interestingly enough, there was a trail cam photo caught of a cougar, a mountain lion. Now, could that possibly have explained the sighting, or explained this unusual creature? It could have, and that could be what this is. But that's what they said on Monster Quest. I mean, well, what kind of creature is this? Is it a mountain lion? I mean, what exactly is it? I mean, we don't know. Now, here's something else I find fascinating. Over in Scotland, big cat sightings. Is there any truth behind them? And this is in Scotland, by the way. Here's a photo of what might be a big cat in some long grass. The photo was taken in 2006. They have something called the Puma of the Glen, 1980. And this just lists different sightings of what may be a panther or cougar type creature in Scotland. Is Scotland haunted by large cats, besides being the home of the Loch Ness Monster and the Big Grey Man of Ben Macdui? Who knows? So, I just find this to be quite fascinating. We're going to have a couple more stories, and then we're going to then I'm going to tell you how you can participate in the Year in Review episode of HBM's Cryptid-Corner. But here's one that I missed this one. Popular Mechanics website has an article about Sasquatch. Didn't even see this. And the principal, I suppose, focus is on Laura Krantz and her podcast, Wild Thing, which I do recommend, by the way. But there's some stuff about Bob Gimlin, Patterson Gimlin film, Ivan Sanderson, Grover Krantz. It's an older shot of him holding the Cripplefoot casts. So, and I have not read through this article. I do plan to read it, though. It looks pretty cool. So, yeah. So, there you go. Well, all the stuff, some of the articles that I've linked to are on this Facebook page, cryptozoology.com. It used to be a website. The website's no longer active, but they're on Facebook, and I think they're trying to get themselves another, what do you call it? I think they're trying to get themselves another URL, but in the meantime, this is where you get all kinds of cool cryptid news. Glad I found this, and some great stuff here. And I think this is going to be my source for cryptid news from now on, because I always enjoyed the website and the forum. I hope you'll forgive all the Facebook messages coming up here. Sorry about that. I have no control over that. So anyway, yeah, and I will link this also below, so you guys can take a look. Now, here's the exciting part, folks. In 2 weeks is going to be our year in review. Here's where you come in. Here's where my viewers come in. I want you guys to pick the top cryptozoology stories of 2018. And what I will do is, I will make a list of at least the top 10. I want you guys to pick. It can be stories that I covered throughout 2018, or it could be something that I completely missed. Either way, you guys are going to get to pick the content for next week. And I'll talk about the top 10 cryptozoology stories of 2018. And that can also apply to new species discoveries. If you've heard about a new species discovery, you want me to talk about it? Hey, and what I'll ask you to do is, I'll ask you to link the stories in the comments section below of any of the stories that maybe I've covered or that I missed or whatever. And I will talk about them in 2 weeks, the Year in Review show. And then we'll be taking December off for the holidays. And we'll be back in January. So, this is your chance to get involved with this show. Because I got a great audience. You guys are the best audience in the world. I couldn't do this without you. So, pretty exciting stuff. So anyway, I know this show is a little bit short, but, I figure why not shorten it up a little bit. But, I want to give you guys the opportunity. I want this to be a more interactive show. If I can possibly make it interactive, that's what I want to do for you guys. For you, the people. If I may steal a line from the Wolf Pit. For those who don't know what the Wolf Pit is, that's a sort of a food review / cooking channel here on YouTube. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys, and happy Thanksgiving. Hope you all have a great one next Thursday. I will be back on the 28th, as promised, Wednesday, November 28th, with your story suggestions, by the way. Oh, and spread this video all over your Facebook, your Twitter, and whatever. And I would really appreciate it. You don't have to, but I'd be appreciative if you did. Just if you want to. I'm not going to force anybody. Oh, and by the way, I did read Sasquatch in Alberta by Thomas Steenberg, the newest updated version. It is great. If you guys don't have that book, get it. You will really enjoy it. After the new year, I'm actually going to... I may have a book review before... No, it'll be after the new year. I'm going to have a book review of this new book that's just been released. I think it's called Far Out Furry Shaggy Monsters. It's about Bigfoot in the 70s by Daniel S. Green. It might take a while for me to read it all the way through, but I do plan on reading that book. It's over 1,000 pages. It's a big book from what I understand. I haven't received my copy yet. I should be receiving it pretty soon. But I'm going to be reading the book, and I'll be giving a full review of it. So, until 2 weeks from now, y'all be good or be good at it, and gobble gobble. This has been HBM's Crypto Corner.